Cold noodles in soy milk, not spicy broth, not meat soup, just creamy soybean soup poured over noodles. To many outsiders, Kongguksu sounds incredibly strange. So why do Koreans keep eating it every summer? And how did this unusual noodle dish become so closely tied to Korean summer? At first glance, Kongguksu looks incredibly simple. A bowl of noodles, cold soybean broth, cucumber slices, and sometimes sesame seeds. No dramatic toppings, no spicy sauce, no luxurious presentation. Compared to many famous Korean dishes, Kongguksu almost looks plain. But that simplicity is part of what makes it special. Because in Korea, Kongguksu isn't really about intensity, it's about comfort. The name itself is simple. Guksu means noodles, and Kong means soybeans. Together, Kongguksu literally means soybean noodles. But despite the simple name, making traditional Kongguksu takes far more work than many people realize. The soybeans are soaked for hours, then boiled carefully, ground into a smooth liquid, and strained repeatedly to create a creamy broth. The result isn't exactly soy milk in the modern supermarket sense. It's richer, thicker, nutty, and deeply satisfying, almost somewhere between a soup and a drink. And during Korea's humid summers, that cold, creamy broth feels incredibly refreshing, especially during the hottest months of the year. When temperatures rise, many Koreans begin craving foods that feel light and cooling. Cold noodles become popular, shaved ice appears everywhere, and Kongguksu quietly returns to restaurant menus. Not as a trendy food, but as something seasonal, something familiar. For many older Koreans, Kongguksu also carries a sense of nostalgia, because long before modern cafes and delivery apps, simple soybean dishes were already common in Korean homes. Soybeans have been part of Korean cuisine for centuries, used for tofu, soy sauce, soybean paste, and warm, comforting soups. Which means Kongguksu isn't just a summer dish, it's connected to a much older food culture built around simplicity and nourishment. And perhaps that's why Kongguksu feels so different from many modern foods today. It doesn't try to overwhelm you. The flavors are soft, subtle, almost quiet. Some people add salt, others add sugar, and surprisingly, that tiny difference creates one of Korea's funniest food debates. Should Kongguksu be savory or slightly sweet? Even among Koreans, everyone seems to have their own opinion. To many first-time visitors, the flavor can feel unexpected, especially if they're expecting something rich or heavily seasoned. Because Kongguksu is intentionally mild. The noodles are soft and chewy, the soybean broth is creamy but refreshing. And the overall feeling is surprisingly calming. Not exciting in the dramatic sense, but comforting in a way that slowly grows on people. Today, Kongguksu continues to remain popular across Korea, especially during summer. Some restaurants specialize in it entirely, and others only serve it seasonally. And every year, people return for that same cold, creamy bowl they grew up eating. Not because it's luxurious, not because it's trendy, but because certain foods become attached to memories. Summer vacations, family lunches, hot afternoons, small neighborhood restaurants, and over time, those experiences become part of how people remember summer itself.